Hi, my name is Jonathan Green and I am the creator and editor of our music video to Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. The idea to our music video came about due to my many years of experiencing bullying and feeling loneliness, which I felt was captured perfectly in this song about being alone as you walk down a road, which can be taken in a multiple of different ways, but I take it as walking through life as being alone. When we were planning the music video, one of the most important parts was taking into account what music videos currently exist out in the world and how they are structured to fit their genre. And we had to take that into consideration when we were making early drafts, so we studied codes and conventions of typical music videos. It is important when talking about music videos to consider Andrew Goodman's theory. This is the theory that every music video follows a structure and has 5 important parts. Number 1 is thought through beat. This is quite self-explanatory, where the music video and instruments and song follows a set beat. This can be used to put emphasis on certain parts of the video and certain things that may be happening in the video. Say an important moment or a moment of pain might be emphasised through a massive beat and then left calm as the calm after the storm. Next is narrative or performance. You'll see this in pretty much every music video, but this is where you either have the performance, which is a live band performing to an audience, or they literally look like they're making the music and they are making the music. This is quite common used in rock music. Or narrative, where a story goes over the music and the song itself is just some external force that's playing over a story which can be believable but will not acknowledge the fact that it's a music video. Quite a few nowadays genres use this as their primary, with a few little hints back to a band performing, which is mixed. Next is the relation of visuals and lyrics. This is where, quite self-explanatory, the lyrics will mention an item or a thing and the visuals will represent that. Say for example Katy Perry's Raw, which talks about the eye of the tiger, and at the eye of the tiger we then see a tiger and its eye. It's the literal link between the two that the lyrics are portraying what the visuals are showing. Next is star image. Star image is pretty important for pop videos, as it's a chance for the main singer or creator to be seen on the screen and shown to the point where they'll be recognised no matter what. It's quite good for publicity. And next are technical aspects. This is a variety of all the things covered behind the set, behind the stage. You have your camera movements, your camera angles, your mise-en-scene, your sound, your editing. This is where it's all covered. And it's mainly purpose that is focused on here. What is the purpose for each of these points? Why is that character doing that? Why are they wearing that? Why are they shot from this angle? And of course, different elements from each create different feelings. It's a lot more broader than any of the other subjects, because pretty much every music video will rely on different aspects. So you've got to make sure you know what you're trying to achieve when you make your video. Andrew Goodman's theory is important as it sets the standards for what people will come to expect from their music videos. You think rock, you think fast cuts, you think hard aggressive visuals that link to the lyrics, whereas maybe a pop song is a bit more free, it's a bit more fun, and then your romantic songs, which are flow, they are slower. It's what people come to expect when they watch their music videos. Different genres come with different elements to focus on and to emphasise. Boulevard of Broken Dreams is a Green Day song, which they are currently known for rock, but this is actually an alternative rock. So we had to do a lot of research into what codes and conventions I've come to expect from alternative rocks. And we found that quite often there's quite an emphasis on star image, there's a lot of quick cuts and fast cuts, obviously focusing on the editing, though I should point out the fact that technical techniques aren't actually consistent amongst all alternate rocks. It's quite an interesting fact because it means we had a lot more time to play around with what we had to do. The visuals often do exaggerate what the lyrics are saying in a way, often to the point where they will literally say, like in Katy Perry's Raw, eye of the tiger, there's a tiger. It's quite literal in that sense. There is a strong connection between the lyrics and the visuals. Often in rock, alternative rocks, the video is primarily performed with maybe little hints of narrative here and there just to make some context, which is quite interesting to see. It's mixed primarily, but more of an emphasis on the performance side. Of course, the beat is fast and aggressive in rock, and the video will normally go along with this with quick cuts, sudden snaps, loud noises, bright lights. It just follows the beat, the hard and aggressive beat of the song. So what did my group do to follow these codes and conventions? Well, we used a lot of star image. A lot of our shots, like in the beginning, it's literally just the primary main character, me. And that obviously builds star image as it's the only person there. You can clearly see that I am the main character, I am the important person here. And we have that shot where I'm walking down the corridors singing. Again, that all just builds the star image. It creates an image of, do you know what, I'm the primary singer, I can carry this myself. Which is, it's quite an arrogant message, but that's what we were going for on alternative rock. We're trying to show that we're strong and that we know what we're doing. Fall Through Beat was also another one that we decided to follow with codes of conventions, or common codes of conventions, as we felt that the way our song was structured, with the hard aggressive beats, the long pauses, the sudden stops, we could really play with that if we stuck directly to it. So our video, there's a bit in the song right after the chorus where the video just cuts out black, and then the character comes back again, and that follows the beat perfectly, and we have an intense build-up where we have cut over cut over cut, which I think looks really good at the end, which obviously follows the more intense and fast beat, and then we have the actual attacks, which are quite fast. The beat matches our video perfectly, and our video is set to follow that beat. In the fast parts, there's moments of intensity. If there's nothing there, we cut the video. We follow it perfectly. Again, technical aspects was one that there wasn't much to go on with that. We had a variety of different things that we could do. We could do anything, to be honest. So we decided to keep our editing simple and work through Fall Through Beat. Apart from that, we just had fun. Different angles, mixing with different shots. We have one where we're looking up at the boy because this is the boy actually showing how strong he can be. We have shots where we're looking up at the bully because the bully is the strongest person there. You know, there's camera angles. We have a constant camera movement where the camera's moving backwards, and we had that on a dolly. And this was to make sure that there was a constant feeling of motion, as our song is called Walk Alone. Well, the song's main lyric is Walk a Lonely Road. So we wanted to really create a sense of motion with walking. This is where things get interesting, is we decided to start going against the common codes and conventions. The main thing we did was change the style of our video. Instead of having just a mix of band and a little bit of narrative, we focused more on the narrative, bringing that to the forefront with a story of a kid who's being bullied. And there's no real goal, it's just, the whole point of it is to demonstrate a normal day for a kid who's being bullied, who thinks they're being bullied worse than anyone else. And this conveyed it with just a normal day, a normal story that may seem shocking to most, but it's actually just an ordinary day for this boy and how lonely and weak he may feel. Also, our lyrics only slightly matched up with what the video showed in specifics. For example, the lonely road, well, that was obviously shown by the corridor being empty and just having the boy there, but it's not the most important thing in our video. In fact, we have quite a lot of opportunities to add certain visuals in that may have worked a bit better with the video, but we didn't want to go down that route. We wanted to focus primarily on the story, as it was a true depiction of what this boy was going through. We want the audience to be shocked by what they see, and maybe even go away and think about it, to think, hang on, this actually happens every day. That's why our whole thing was believable. Even our editing was kept extremely simple to match the theme of being in a school and in education, because this boy wouldn't have access to high-tech equipment, and neither do we, to be fair. But it was that theme of ordinary, lonely, and real that we wanted to bring the punch to our video to make the audience who watch it think, wow, this can actually happen. What's interesting about our video is we clearly tried to make something new, something a bit different, that maybe would be a bit of a surprise to be released into the music industry. But at the same time, we followed codes and conventions. We followed what people would normally predict and expect, to the point where people would come and see our performance, people would see our video and think, yeah, that's alternative rock, that fits well. It's that blend that we found of different and old that I think is what truly shines out here, and is what carries our video on. If I were to do it again, I might have had a few more links to the visuals and lyrics, just to try and really tie the two together to make it seem like the song was specifically made for the purpose of our video. But even so, I'm still very pleased with what we've done, and I personally think our project went really well.